Hey everyone, this is Tock from Tock Custom. Today I am going to show you how to create your own custom messenger bag from scratch. I'll go over all the materials you need and all the steps to create your own bag. Okay, so today we're going to do a Wonder Woman themed messenger bag. So I want the outside to be red, the inside to be blue, and a little bit of gold trim. You're also going to need some heavyweight interfacing and some quilt batting. You need about a yard of each fabric and about a yard or two of these other things here. So I'm going to cut everything out first and then show you guys which panels you're going to need. Today we're going to be using Vogue pattern V8990. This is what I use for all my panels. So I've got these all cut out and I just want to let you know that this is what I'll be using to cut out all my panel pieces. Okay, so we've cut everything out for our bag. Now I'm going to go through all the different parts of the bag to show you what you should have. So you should have one large back and flat panel, two side gussets, and your front accent fabrics. The parts that need to be interfaced for this are the big back flap and the two gussets. We will interface these parts later once we sew these together. Okay, we have our strap panels here, so the top part is going to be red, these will be interfaced, and the bottom lining parts will be yellow. Okay, here is our inside lining panels. So this is the inside of the flap, which will be blue. Then the inside of the bag will have two blue panels. We're going to join them together with these two gusset panels. This will make up some of our inside pocket fabric. And then this is an optional padded separator that I'm going to do in yellow. So you don't have to do this, but I'll show you how to do this when we get there. The parts that you need to have interfaced are your two outside gusset panels, the top strap panels, your flap panels, and your front accent. The front accent panel is made up of two different pieces, so we've got this silver and this blue fabric here. So these two panels will be joined together just to look like this, and then we're going to interface the whole thing. Before we can interface these panels for the front accent, we need to sew them together. So everything is going to be on a 1/2 inch seam allowance, so we're going to do one stitch right here. Okay, so these are joined together with one straight stitch. Now I'm going to press this with the seam towards the bottom so that we can top stitch it later. And then before we interface it, I'm going to check with my pattern to make sure that this is the right shape we need. Okay, so this is pressed, and I'm just going to make sure that my interfacing is the same size as this panel. So you can join those together, and then we're going to start doing batting after that. To add batting to your fabric, you're just going to lay them down on your table, make sure they're interfaced first, and then put your batting across them. So I'm going to pin these into place, and then I'm just going to do two basting stitches all the way across here and all the way across here. You don't need to do the ends because we're going to seal those up later. Our gusset panels are ready for basting the batting on, which is good, so I'm going to set these aside for right now. But before I do it on the top flap or the front accent fabric, I like to embroider on the fabric and also maybe add pockets or something here. So before I add the batting, I have to do those things first. So I'm going to do those now. If you want to learn how to put pockets on your fabric or do a zipper pocket or any embroidery, make sure to check out some of my other videos. So I'm going to do those now, then we'll come back to adding the batting later. Now we are ready to attach our panels to our batting. So I've got my embroideries done, I've got my front welt pocket done, so we're just going to baste all the way around the edges on less than a 1/2 inch seam allowance so that the stitches don't show up later. So all of our outside panels are now cut out, embroidered, we got pockets on them, they're fully interfaced and padded, so these are all ready for sewing. Alright, so now we're ready for sewing. So by now you should have all of your fabric cut out, all of your interfacing attached, and all of your batting basted to your panels. So we're going to do, the next video is going to be putting the strap together, and then we're going to build the outside of the bag, and then the inside of the bag, and then we're going to finish it. So it's going to be a bunch of different videos. But by now we should be ready to start sewing. So thanks for watching this, and we'll see you on the next video.